Hello everybody, my name is TwitchyJay and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. Alright, so we've rescued Liara from the dig site where she was getting herself into all sorts of trouble. Point defense system? Yeah, give me that codex. So now the two main missions left are to go to Feros and deal with the Geth that are there, I believe. Yes, there's a Geth attack on Feros, and then there's also Geth sightings on Noveria. But before I do either of those, I want to go do this side mission real quick, because I like to build up experience and money and get better items before I tackle the main missions. So, UNC, missing survey team. News vids indicate that a survey team in the Hades Gamma cluster recently dropped out of contact. Go to the Hades Gamma cluster and find out what happened to them. Specifically, we're going to the Antaeus system in the Hades Gamma cluster to find that missing survey team. So let's go to the galaxy map. We can zoom out. I think I've cleared everything in this area. So we'll zoom out. That's Artemis Tau. So there's the Hades Gamma, actually not too far. Antaeus system, yes. Oh, whoosh! Boom! God, I love that. I really, truly love this game. Ooh.
Patching it through.
Hello?
Commander Shepard. My name is Nasana Dantius. I
Hi.
have a job for you.
Okay.
I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person.
Okay.
I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Duly noted, but I got other stuff to take care of first. So before we go to, actually I don't know what planet it is, so we're just gonna search all of them. Let's start with Agekko. During the initial survey of the Antaeus system, only a single flyby probe was spared for the small, scorched world of Agekko. It revealed a planet unusually rich in heavier elements given its size. Agekko is a standard terrestrial with a thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its crust is mainly composed of magnesium, with deposits of cobalt and other heavy metals. Due to extremely rough crater terrain, starships are discouraged from landing. There's nothing of interest for us there. Let's check out Edmos. Edmos is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane in the atmosphere. If Traven's terraforming is successful, it is expected that a helium-3 fuel refining facility for the system will be set up here. So let's survey that. Gas deposit, large concentration of hydrogen. Neat. So that's one boop on those gathering missions. Ploba. Ploba is the second and by far the larger of Antaeus' two gas giants. Active scans by survey ships have returned tantalizing indications of massive solid structures deep within the atmosphere, too regular in pattern to be anything natural. Some believe Ploba is a Jupiter brain, a planet-sized supercomputer. Wow. Adherents of this theory have fruitlessly beamed signals toward the sunken megastructures, hoping to get the machine's attention. Others believe that an ancient spacefaring race disposed of their weapons of war by dumping them into the planet. Smart. The last attempt to reach and salvage Ploba's deep anomalies went tragically wrong and ended with a crew of 12 being trapped and crushed in the gas giant's lower atmosphere. Let's survey that real quick. Matriarch's writing discovered. You recovered a strange object orbiting Ploba. Chief Engineer Adams and Tali tried unsuccessfully to determine its origin. They did find one of Matriarch Dilinaga's writings stored within. So another gather thing checked off. But man, being crushed in a gas giant, that sounds terrible. Because like Jupiter, for example, I believe this is still a theory because I don't think we've gotten anything deep enough into, we'll come back to this, into Jupiter to confirm, but it's speculated that the core of the entirety of Jupiter is made up of hydrogen. It's just been gathered up into a big ball. But on the outside, it's gas, but as you go further into it, the pressure and the heat just compound exponentially. So then you get to a point where it's pressed down to liquid form, And then once you get towards the core, it's compressed so much to become something called metallic hydrogen. I think it's hydrogen, not helium. Metallic hydrogen, yeah. And it is a weird state of matter. Vemel is an enormous terrestrial world of mixed rock and ice with an atmosphere of methane and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of calcium with deposits of iron. Because of noxious surface gases, explorers are warned to use extreme caution. We have discovered a large deposit of uranium. Hunidor is a moderately sized ice world with an extremely thin atmosphere composed of krypton and xenon. Its frozen surface is unusually smooth, suggesting widespread repaving by cryovolcanic processes, though no such activity is currently evident. Alright, so let's go back to treatment. Yeah, metallic hydrogen. Look it up. I'll have a link maybe here? Who knows? Somewhere. It's weird stuff. Traben is a modest terrestrial world with an atmosphere composed of nitrogen and argon. Its surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of silver. Traben's environment is relatively mild, but the scarcity of water or similar enabling substances has prevented the development of any biosphere. ExoGeni Corp recently performed a test impact of a single water-ice comet into the surface, the first step of a long-term plan to thicken the atmosphere and introduce water to the environment. A survey team is on the surface monitoring the geological and meteorological effects of the test impact. Most of the water released is still in the form of atmospheric vapor, but thick cloud banks have formed. There is every indication that this arid world will soon see its first rain. The survey team's progress has been hampered by frequent mechanical or computer failures in their GPS satellites. So let's jump down there and see what's going on, because I imagine this is the survey team that we're looking for. And this time we're going to bring Tali, because I like her. And let's bring Garrus. No, let's bring Rex, because Rex is good at... No, let's bring Garrus, because she uses pistols and shotguns. He uses, I think, machine guns and sniper rifles, and I use pistols and sniper rifles. So... this way we'll have short range, long range, and mid range firepower, as well as tech abilities, which come in handy. Alright, first things first, map. We got debris, an anomaly, the research base, and an anomaly. So let's start with the debris first. Click that. This some away. Oh, got some metals. Son of a bitch. Come on. Plutonium. Neat. Got it. Ooh, there's an enemy there. Who goes there? Did you die already? Probably should have gotten out to handle these guys, get a little bit more experience. And it's not like there's anything big. Crash probe. My electronic skill is too low. Tali, do you wanna help out with that? Tali Zora. Let's just crank up her electronics. Yep. Master overload. Is that enough? No, I don't want to exit. Electronic skill too low. Still. Tali. Electronics. Let's just max that out. And then you can do whatever you want with the rest. Garrus, you can do some stuff. Shepard. Let's get you a couple points in Spectre training. Can I open that now? You bet your ass I can. Can I do anything to their car? Huh. Are these guys? No, they couldn't have been. There was a Turian on board. I was going to say these guys, because of the orange paint job, I thought they might have been like Cerberus agents or something, but Cerberus doesn't take too kindly to non-humans. So it's probably not them since they had a Turian on board. Ooh, this looks like a Thresher Maw nest. No? Really? Okay. Usually whenever there's like mountainous terrain and there's just a big empty like bowl shaped big field in the middle of all of it, that's typically going to be a Thresher Maw nest.
Heading out.
What the hell's going on here? Got a bunch of probes and satellites and whatnot just dropping out of the sky. I blame you. This device is transmitting tight beam signals into geosynchronous orbit. This disrupts the survey team's GPS satellites, causing them to crash nearby. Let's turn that off. Alright, so we've found out what's causing their GPS satellites to crash, which is why they're out of communication. Now, the question is, who put that there and why? Because that's not an accidental thing. They didn't. There's a reason that somebody wanted that survey team to be out of communication. They're doing something. They are up to no good, and we're gonna put a stop to it. I believe that over there would be the base for the survey team. Surprised it's not a Thresher Maw down there. It usually is. I like killing them because they give me lots of XP. Rich, tasty XP. What's going on over here? That wasn't on the map.
Nobody's been here for a while.
Cover me.
Alright, so here we are at what appears to be the base camp for the survey team. However, that vehicle match looks a lot like,
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
We should check out the excavation site. Could be some answers there.
We sure will. Let's override this. Give me some more free stuff. Take all that. Yeah, that vehicle looks a lot like the one that the scavengers were using. I don't know if that's because scavengers were here or if it's just BioWare didn't feel like making a separate model for the vehicle that the survey team used. However, it is worth noting that the vehicle is over here. The excavation site is way over there. And there's nobody here, so whatever happened they didn't take the car. So either... No, because the team would have probably taken the car over... I can't imagine anybody walking that distance to go to work. Not when they don't have to, at least. If I didn't have to, I would take that car. But maybe I'm just being lazy. So I think maybe the scavengers planted that thing, brought down the satellites so that they could loot this whole survey team situation without anybody noticing. But unfortunately, somebody noticed. And that somebody is me. And it will not end well for these folks. Boop. Ooh, husks. Don't like husks. Yeah, y'all feel free to start taking them down. Let's do... Yeah, let's do that. And I'm gonna use marksman and just lay him out. I don't stand a chance. Not a snowball's chance in hell.
Alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
Whatever they found, it's long gone now.
You don't know that, Garrus. We have not investigated in the least. Unless he's going on the assumption that the scavengers took it. Take all. Maybe that was a Cerberus recon team, even though there was a Turian there. Because the paint scheme does match, and the alien technology seems to be some sort of Reaper technology because, and this is minor spoilers, so if you don't want to hear any minor spoilers, skip ahead just a minute. Oh, shitty shit balls. Let's do this again. Garrus, man, back up. Just do something, dude. Get the hell out of there. Garrus, you are... How are you alive? I mean, you're not right now, but how have you survived into adulthood? Let's do that, and then Tali, let's have you do... yeah, you do that. I'm gonna try to flank these guys. That accounts for all of the Exogeny survey team. They were converted to cybernetic husks by devices similar to those used by the Geth on Eden Prime. How they came to be buried on a frontier world so far from Geth territory is a mystery. Got it. So, again, minor spoilers. Skip ahead if you don't want to hear anything like that. But from what it looks like, they dug up some sort of Reaper technology. And Reaper technology has this property about it that whenever a person is around it for any extended period of time, they become indoctrinated by it. Which is what happened to these guys that turned them into these monsters. And then Cerberus takes an interest in it. So I think Cerberus is behind all of this. But I don't think Cerberus shows up in this game. They show up in the second game. But that's something that I never really picked up on before. Damn it. Shit, I'm not gonna make it. Nope, override failed. So we'll just override it with this and get nothing in return. Shotgun. I don't need a shotgun. Yeah, give me that. But yeah, I think Cerberus sent this this team of scavengers. They're labeled scavengers because we don't know about Cerberus yet. And then they were sent here because they knew that these people dug up some of this alien technology. Cerberus wanted it, so they planted the satellite to disrupt their GPS communications. And then they came and they killed, well, they didn't kill the survey team, but I think the survey team was already turned into husks. So they came in, they took the technology, which is why there's no sign of it, and then they dipped out. Neat. I never thought of that before. Probably because I didn't take the time to read everything before. Because I'm a bum. Yeah, let's... Boom. That one was so much easier. Let's take all of that. Right, so I'm gonna head back to the surface, and then I'm gonna get back up to the ship. And then we'll see if there's any other missions to do before we go to Feros or Noveria. While I'm getting up there, why don't you guys tell me in the comments below which mission I should do first. If I should go to Feros first, or if I should go to Noveria first. Because I can never really make up my mind which way I want to go. So I'll leave it up to you. Boom. Like that. E-beast. Hey, BB-8. Look at that. Ancient debris. Let's recover artifact. Let's go. Whoosh. There are no signs of any survivors. The pod is empty except for a small tattered flag marked with the Nemine's colony insignia. Neat. Return to the Normandy. Alright, well that's going to be it for this episode. In the next one, we'll probably go back to the Citadel to see what that message that I received was about, because I'm sure it's another side mission that we can do before getting ourselves neck deep in all kinds of nasty nonsense and danger. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down and tell me why in the comment section down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!